Welcome, North Node in Sagittarius. My name is Lisa, and I'm mystikalisol, and I'm so excited to be bringing these channeled divine messages for our North Nodes. So, yeah, I thought it was like something that I don't really see that often, and since the North Node is such an important part of our journey, our earth journey, I thought it would make sense to have messages that were specific for our North Node. So if you are unfamiliar with what a North Node is, please refer to your birth chart, your astrological birth chart. I got, my birth chart done on Cafe Astrology. That's one that I use. But you can use kind of whatever app or whatever, that you're familiar with. So obviously, if you clicked on this video, you know what an astrological birth chart is and probably what your North Node is. So I'm going to give a little rundown of the nodes. So there are two nodes on your birth chart. They're invisible. They're actually lunar nodes, and they're points at which the moon's orbit intersects the Earth's orbit. So when we focus on the energy of the North Node, and yes, I'm live right now on YouTube. Sorry. So when you focus on the energy and embrace the aspects of your North Node in your birth chart, it can lead to a more fulfilling, purpose-driven life. So it's also believed that, your South Node is where you're coming from. So these are the kind of energies and aspects of yourself that you embraced, embodied, the lessons that you learned and completed in previous lifetimes. So it's something, so your South Node is sort of like an unconscious energy that you come into the world with, so it expresses itself sort of naturally. Whereas the North Node is where you're headed, so it's kind of just beyond your comfort zone. So your North Node, you're pulling towards you a specific expression of who you are, but it's over time. It's something that kind of develops over time, and isn't necessarily something that comes natural to you, right? So, I think we all need a little work in this area. I know for me, my challenges are definitely something that exists in my North Node. So, hence the reading, because, this is where we maybe need a little bit of help. Also, if the lighting is weird on the video, I don't know what to do about that. So I'm not gonna pick those cards because a whole bunch of cards just fell out. Okay, so we're gonna channel some messages. We ask Spirit, the divine, our ancestors, angels, spirit guides, and now it's like totally dark. I don't even know what's happening here. Okay. Our angels, our spirit guides, please deliver us timely and accurate messages for North Node in Sagittarius. North Node in Sagittarius. What do they need to hear right now? What is the energy that they're entering into? What do they need to be mindful of? North Node in Sagittarius. North Node in Sagittarius. Oh, that's two cards right there. Okay, interesting. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got the stork and the child. Are you pregnant? North Node in Sagittarius. Well, I mean, this could be a literal pregnancy. It could also be a pregnancy of ideas, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be like an actual person that you're growing inside your body. Okay, so I have my cheat sheets, guys. So if you see me over here, I'm just okay. So the stork represents beginnings, change, transition, obviously pregnancy, evolution, inspirational, momentous. Okay, the announcement of a new beginning. All right. And then the child is obviously, youth, childlike, playfulness, curiosity, learning, awareness, kindness, and gentleness. A child, a friend, a student, or youthfulness. All right. So the two of them together, this feels like North Node in Sagittarius. It feels like definitely the beginning of something new. Like this time in your life is going to be a major time of like either change, transformation, something new. Let's get a clarification with the tarot. I'm using the Field Tarot deck today. We want the North Node in Sagittarius, clarification on the stork and the child. North Node in Sagittarius, clarification on the stork and the child. North Node in Sagittarius, the stork and the child. North Node in Sagittarius, the stork and the child. Clarification. Ooh, the Empress. Interesting. Maybe you are pregnant. Okay, North Node in Sagittarius. Let's get some clarification on the stork and the child. The stork and the child. Oh my gosh. The Emperor. Okay. North Node in Sagittarius, something big is coming. You literally got the Empress and the Emperor. That feels very big. I mean, besides their two major arcana, they're like, the pair, right? The Empress and the Emperor. Okay. And I know the Empress represents, sort of, that feminine energy that, okay, let's read. Because I don't want to botch up the reading. The Empress is the Earth Mother archetype. She is a goddess of feminine energy and nature. Now is the time for creation, whether it be of life, relationships, art, or business. Support the growth of new ideas through fierce love and compassion. Motherhood, fertility, creativity, femininity. North Node in Sagittarius, you guys are definitely birthing something. What are you birthing? Please put down in the comments if you feel like you have an idea that you're working on, if you're pregnant. I'm curious how this resonates. This is very interesting. I feel like this reading is like the most, like everything sort of fits in. The Emperor is a symbol of masculine energy. He is a father figure and the leader of the pack, who often brings a sense of stability through his steady, rational nature. Take charge. and make decisions with authority and confidence rather than with emotion. Leadership, protection, wisdom, organization, alpha male guidance. So yeah, it kind of feels like this is also you're being called to sort of balance the masculine and feminine within yourself. And whether you're a man or a woman, we all have like a mix of masculine and feminine energies. So this doesn't mean that if you're a man you can't have feminine energy, and if you're a woman you can't have masculine energy, and that's ridiculous, right? So it's definitely a matter of balancing these energies within yourself, being guided by intuition, but also proceeding with objectivity and logic, trusting in yourself to be a leader, know that you have something important inside of you, whether it's a person or an idea. Either way, nurture yourself. Definitely be mindful of what you're putting in your body and your mind. Don't just kind of take in any old thing. I feel like with the child also, in nature, and then it mentioned the Empress is very connected to nature. The stork also, maybe get out into nature, put your feet in the grass, ground yourself. Sometimes nature provides us with the answers that we're seeking, or kind of teaches us things that, we can't learn in books. So maybe you're also being guided to get out into nature. All right, so we're going to get some clarification on what actions you can take, North Node in Sagittarius, with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. Although there's already a lot of animals in your reading. There's the stork, there's the butterflies, there's the, I think this is a female lion. I think the Empress card has a female lion on it. And then the Emperor card has the wolf. So maybe North Node in Sagittarius, you're also really connected to animals. You have a love of animals. Maybe whatever it is you're birthing has to do with animals, or has to do with maybe some aspect that has to do with, animals. Anyway, everything in the animal spirit deck is an animal pretty much. So let's see. Okay, we want some actions for North Node in Sagittarius. Actions to take. Please guide us, Spirit, higher selves, our angels and ancestors. Please guide us to some constructive action for North Node in Sagittarius. Okay, we got our 2 cards. We got the butterfly and the bat. And isn't that interesting, because butterflies have showed up already in the reading, and you got butterflies again. So that has some significance. And what does the butterfly represent? Transformation, right? Coming into, a different version of yourself. Okay, so we will read from the book. Let's see. Undergoing great change and transformation. The energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transition. Since air is the element of the heart, This change usually involves relationships, or if you love your job, perhaps your career. Since transition is accompanied by some amount of discomfort, be extra patient and kind during this time, especially if the butterfly is you. Let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon. Committing to one daily routine, a meal, a practice, or prayer done at the same place and time will do wonders for uplifting a butterfly's spirit. So, the recommendation in the book is a daily routine. That is the best way to support this thing that you're birthing, North Node in Sagittarius, is engaging in some sort of routine. Yeah, it could be meditation. It could be like your morning smoothie. It could be, yoga or working out. Just kind of trying to do the same thing. Maybe not every day, because like for me, I try to do meditation every morning and every night, but definitely, I'll skip every now and then, or I'll try to do yoga in the afternoon, but every now and then it doesn't happen. So don't be too hard on yourself, because you're only human. And if you're like me, you kind of like go with the flow, and sometimes the flow leads you in other places. But, when you are pregnant with something, right? It helps to minimize the guessing game in life, or to kind of minimize, not being sure of what's going on, right? Like there's already so many unknowns. So the more that you can develop something known in your life, or establish something that's kind of like something that will keep you healthy, will keep you grounded, there's a comfort in that. And it sort of takes some of the harshness of the unknown, right? So yeah, okay, let's read on the bat. The bat, it's interesting that you got 2 air animals, right? The air. Again, this could be like an idea that you have, that you're birthing, right? And it's going to go from your mind into, manifesting it into the material world, which is a type of birthing. So, that's just as important. Okay, so the bat represents darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. So the recommendation in the book is to watch the sun rise. Interesting. Okay, so that could be the thing that you incorporate into your daily routine. Although I don't know who can wake up that early, but bless you if you can wake up that early every day to watch the sunrise. I think it's also indicating, again, like getting out into nature, appreciating nature, learning from nature, grounding yourself in nature. And then the aspect of letting go is like, if you're birthing this new thing, you don't want to be hanging on to things from your past, especially, you know, unpleasantness, because that could be a blockage for what you're birthing. Um, right? So, you know, sun gazing in the morning at sunrise, you know, that could be a good time to, you know, allow yourself to kind of release whatever needs to be released and kind of just give thanks, give gratitude. Um, okay. So our last uh, part of this reading, I made some chakra affirmation cards, and we're going to pull a few cards from the stack. Okay, so we want some messages for North Node in Sagittarius. Some messages for North Node in Sagittarius. What does North Node in Sagittarius need to affirm at this time? What does North Node in Sagittarius need to affirm at this time? Okay, let's see. One more. All right. Let's see. Okay. Oh my gosh. I forgive the past and learn what was there for me to learn. Can't make this stuff up. So yeah, Sagittarius, there could be something that there's some sort of memory that you might be holding on to, or an event that you might be holding on to, and you're being called to let that go. You know, so you can move forward. I forgive the past and learn what was there for me to learn. North Node in Sagittarius, you also got the heart chakra. I am grateful, I am peaceful, and I am open to love. I am grateful, I am peaceful, I am open to love. So yeah, these are some affirmations that you can tell yourself when you're doing your sun gazing in the morning, when you watch the sunrise. Yeah, I'm so grateful to our higher selves, spirit, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides for these beautiful messages today. And I hope you all were able to receive something beneficial from this reading. And yeah, please come back to see me another time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.